Hi guys, my name is Basiko. In this channel, we're all about nourishing your growth, focusing on personal development and self-discovery. We also talk about faith in this channel. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. The more you like, the more you subscribe, the more YouTube is able to push this video so that more people can be able to see it. I also have timestamps in the description box, so you can just shoot through to the part that you want because I value your time. Today, I'm talking about insecurities in your 30s. So guys, everybody has insecurities. We all have insecurities. There's always something that we are dealing with that we do not like or we are insecure about. If you're not insecure about your body type, if you're not insecure about the things you have, insecure about your career, there's a lot that we are insecure about. But do you find yourself that you are more insecure in your 30s than you were in your teens or 20s? Or do you find yourself now in your 30s that your insecurities are something that you are working towards or something that you are able to live with than you were in your 20s or in your teens or 20s? Because I know that I have insecurities that I have been dealing with since my teenage years. But in my 30s, they just seem a bit different. I find insecurities in my 30s comes with a bit of maturity. That those insecurities, you're like, you know what, I've been dealing with this for the longest time. If it's meant to be, it will be. If it can't be, well, I'm not dying tomorrow. I've been living all these years with this insecurities. I might as well live with it. One of the insecurities that I have been dealing with since my teenage years is my body weight. I'm a tiny person. I have a hard time putting weight on. So I've always been a slim, slender person. And every time a person says to me, Mara, yo, slimile nyana, hey, you tiny, it gives me a bit of a cringe. I'm like, you know, it does. But I've learned not to put too much pressure on myself. Like, okay, Khali, you know, I'm learning to love my body as it is, you know, because also I am bigger than I was in my teens and 20s. And I've learned to just live with the fact that, okay, get slender. You know, I have a nice body. It doesn't beat me up as much as it used to beat me up in teenage years. Like, I have longed to put on weight when I was in my teens because I was so slender. And now I'm like, guys, come on. I can't be that insecure about my body as much as I was back then. And also to look on the brighter side, it makes me look way younger than I am. I'm healthy. I work out. You know, it keeps me younger. Also, something that hangs over our heads is our careers. Like, you know, when you're in your 30s and you do not have a clear career, you find that most people judge you for that. You often find that people look down on you when you don't have a clear career. You know, when you're one of those people who you studied something, but you're not doing the thing that you studied for, you're doing something different, and you find yourself just dabbling in different careers or dabbling in different jobs, and you find yourself just being insecure about it because the people around you make you feel insecure for not having a clear vision about your career. But I'm like, in your 30s, you know one thing about life, we're the ones that steal joy from life because we are so fixated on what other people think of us and how other people see us. Like, you know, if you have the choice of having to try different things, yes, having a clear vision and a clear career path, it's absolutely amazing. But you also have to look at it on a brighter side, or you get to have the opportunity to try out different things. You get to have the opportunity to try different jobs. That also comes with a lot of experience. It comes with a lot of eye-opening. You get to have the experience of experiencing different industries. You get to have an experience of experiencing people in different ways. So this is also one of the way to look at it, because I find that most of us who do not have clear career path, we shy away from career topics, we shy away from career decisions, because if you don't have a clear career path, you find that a lot of people look down on you. They're like, girl, get your grip on it. Like, have a clear vision of where you want to go. And also in your 30s, if you don't have kids and you're unmarried, that's also one of the biggest insecurities that we face. That a lot of people, when you don't have kids and you're not married, they're like, girl, what are you still doing? Do you know that your time is limited? I'm like, if God hasn't come down from heaven and told me himself that my time is limited, no one else should tell me that my time is limited, because only God can tell me that my time is limited. We also need to understand, having kids, some of us want to have kids and be intentional parents. Parenting is something that we take very seriously. We want to make sure that when we are parents, we are present parents, we are conscious parents, we are parents who want to allow their kids to be the people that they're meant to be. We don't want our children to deal with childhood traumas that we are still dealing with. You want your children to have a different perspective. I used to have pressure to have children when I was in my 20s. I'm like, people are busy having kids, I might as well. For me, it felt like I was settling for this thing. Okay, people are having kids, then I might as well have kids. But I came to realize that having kids is such a big decision, guys, and it's a role that requires you to be intentional about it. So I find myself to be less pressured about having kids. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm willing to wait on the Lord. I'm willing to wait for God to come through for me. So comment down below and tell me how are you finding insecurities in your 30s? Do you find yourself more insecure now than you were in your teens and 20s? Or were you more insecure in your teens and 20s than you are now in your 30s? So please comment down below. Guys, do not forget to check out my digital store, Nourish Your Growth, where I have a free ebook, Overcoming Disrespect from Parents in Adulthood. I also have a journal for teenagers who are dealing with self-esteem issues, negativity, who are finding it hard to understand themselves. I will have the link in the description box, so please do check it out. I will see you in another video.